and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. This is where we address the business topics that matter. Here's your host, Anita Khan.
Good morning. It's 29 minutes until 8 o'clock. And it's a pleasure to welcome everyone to another Business Buzz. Two segments today. First, we focus on Kay's Treats and Cakes as we have a chat with Miss Anola K. Smith. She's the director of Kay's Treats. On the second segment this morning, following our news segment at 8:15, we will have Nathan McLean from Iron Shore Group in the studio. And today is Taco Tuesday. I want to say good morning to Akal Silver Fox holding it down in the next studio. Miss Susan is off today. Good morning, Paul. And we have an exciting offer for all our listeners each Tuesday on the Business Buzz. Like I say, it's Taco Tuesday, and we're giving away a gift certificate to Taco Restaurant and Bar every Tuesday morning. Who doesn't love 2-for-1 tacos and margaritas? Now, all you have to do is listen to the trivia question, and be the lucky caller with the correct answer when we'll pick our winner right after the 8 a.m. news segment, say around 8:15 or so, just when we get back into the second segment of the Buzz this morning. One winner will receive a gift certificate to Tucker Restaurant that can be used at either location, either in East End or Morgan's Harbor in West Bay. Any day, you can use that gift certificate, not just on Taco Tuesdays, all right? But you don't want to miss out on the 2-for-1 taco and margarita special on all day today at both taco locations. And what do they feature, Paul? They have your favorite specialty tacos like peanut chicken, blackened fish, pulled pork, vegetarian, and of course, coconut shrimp. So we're very nice with this trivia. We give it up way early in the game, so you have a chance to think about the answer and call with a correct answer. Now, here's a question. Which Middle Eastern country is said to have influenced the popular taco flavor al pastor? And if you remember last Tuesday, we asked the question, which taco is regarded as the most popular in Mexico? And Brianna called with a correct answer, and she said it was al pastor. So today we've got the question, basically a follow-up question on al pastor. So which Middle Eastern country is said to have influenced the popular taco flavor al pastor? And the hint this morning is this country's national dish is called kibe. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it correctly. Kibe. I have a cousin who lives in this country too. So if you know my cousin, that'll be a good hint for you. But in the meantime, you have quite a lot of time to think about the answer and call us on 1-800-534-8255, 949-8037, or 949-6990. And without further ado, let's welcome our guest into the studio this morning. Good morning, Miss Anola.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
You are very welcome. Thanks for, I see treat behind you. So
yes, I want you guys some treat too.
Paul is sipping on his coffee, waiting patiently for a slice of that
banana bread.
Beautiful looking, delicious banana bread behind you there.
And I also brought you some cookies.
Oh man, we love treats up here. We came out. Now, Miss Anola, firstly, take us back to the time when you decided to open Kay's Treats and Cakes.
Actually, everything was on paper from 2016. In terms of, because I've been baking for. Bring it closer.
Yeah.
I've been baking for a long time, and for years I've been just testing recipes with my cousins on Sunday. And then in 2016, a friend of mine encouraged me, but I had all of the paperwork. I had everything, a flyer and a booklet and everything. But in 2018, a friend of mine asked me to bake her one cake every month for her church. So her church has birthdays, and I was kind of skeptical because, people's criticism can be harsh. So in 2018, I decided to do this favor for a friend. So every month I baked her a cake, and And then during lockdown, I decided to register K's Treats and Bakery. So basically, my company's been officially open since 2020.
Okay.
And but I've been baking since my daughter's 17. I've been baking since my daughter is 2 years old. She was born on Christmas Day, so
Christmas baby.
Christmas babies and cakes can be
I
expensive.
have a New Year's baby.
So cakes can be expensive. So every year my daughter had a different cake she wanted. So I just baked her cakes.
Oh, and here you are with your own business.
Yes, it's a small business. I run it from my home.
And you do this full time?
No, ma'am. I do it part-time.
Part-time.
Because I was a teacher for 29 years.
Oh, wow.
And I resigned from teaching in 2020. I now work for the Department of Education Services, so I bake part-time. So my weekends are basically I'm baking. And I do a lot of my prep during the week. I use fondant to decorate, but I strictly use buttercream. I'm a buttercream lady.
Oh, I love buttercream.
I love
Oh, we
buttercream.
love buttercream here.
Yes.
No, what occasions do you cater? Do you cater for, like birthday parties, weddings?
Birthdays. Well, I've only done one wedding, but I've done a couple baby showers. I do a lot of birthday cakes. I do special events like Valentine's is coming up. I do Christmas orders. I haven't done Easter yet because, Caymanians have a lot of Easter, local treats for Easter. But I do just special events, Valentine's, Christmas, and each month I get birthday orders. Yeah.
So you're quite busy.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Boy. Now, what do you enjoy most about baking and decorating cakes? Since you've been doing this for a long time.
It's the repetition. I find that my creative side comes out from just sitting and making things. And I love that about baking. Initially, I used to be frustrated because I didn't have the right tools. Now that all of my tools have gotten better, I find that I just love to sit. I would sit for hours. My goddaughter in 2016 gave me a challenge. She wanted a Nike box with a sneaker on it. And I sat for 9 hours and made her that sneaker out of Rice Krispie treats using one of my daughter's sneakers as a mold, as a reference point. And my daughter was like, "Aren't you going to bed?" I goes, "No, I'm not moving from here until I get this sneaker right." And I sat for 9 hours at my dining room table with my turntable and fondant and Rice Krispies. And I made my goddaughter, I made her that Nike box and a Rice Krispie sneaker. And I
You think it'd be cheaper to get her a pair of sneakers?
it's not edible.
Well, true.
So yeah, it's the repetition. I like the repetition. It allows me to think. It allows me to, be calm. Baking kind of releases my stress. Clifton Hunter staff, most of the staff at Clifton Hunter know me to come into school with a whole pile of baking. If I'm frustrated, if I'm stressed, in the past I would just bake and bake and bake, and then my kitchen would be full of stuff, and I would just take it to school and give it away. So baking really brings out my creative side. It allows me to think. It allows me to reflect.
Do you do gardening?
No, I don't have a green thumb. My daughter can tell you. My brother can tell you. I don't have a green thumb. I have a cake thumb.
Cake thumb.
Yes.
A sweet tooth.
Yes, a sweet tooth.
And for those of you listening, if you're just joining us, you're listening to the Business Buzz. This is our first segment, and we're speaking with Miss Enola K. Smith. She's the owner-director of K's Treats and Cakes. And we just love the fact that she loves to bake, and she has a treat in store for you because Valentine's is coming up. What's today's date? Oh, in approximately 7 days. Yeah. Today is February 7th. I forgot all about Valentine's until you mentioned the word.
Yes.
So coming up, we're in this first segment, we have a giveaway for you. Miss K is going to give away she's got
a
options
dozen
for
for
Christmas.
yeah.
She's got, let me see your options again. Let's see here what you have. You have option 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yes.
So she'll talk about it in a little bit, but to keep it locked right here. And don't forget, we have that Tucker giveaway, but that's not until about 8:15 when we come back on the second segment of the Business Buzz. But in the meantime, Ms. Kay, what kind of work is involved in baking all of these delicious treats?
Well, once my customer, I request no less than 5 days.
5 days notice. Okay.
I need 5 days notice because sometimes customers, because initially I just started doing buttercream and sprinkles, and of course the designs them got a little more intricate, a little more creative,
Complicated.
and a little more complicated. So the 2-day notice is not good enough. So I find that with fondant work, it needs time to dry. I don't have the dryer that people have. I use natural air.
Okay.
And I use gum paste a lot. So I need 4 days. So I do a lot of the fondant work in advance, and I let it dry naturally. So my buttercream takes about, because I've been making it so often, buttercream is quite easy for me to just whip up. I can whip up a batch of buttercream very quickly.
Nice.
But for me, I need the 4 days. I do my cakes 4 days before your due date because I bake them and I freeze them, because it's so much easier to use cakes when they're nice and frozen. They hold the buttercream. So it takes for me I need the 4 to 5 days in order to do my prep, because I do all of the accent work, the fondant work, or I do all of that beforehand and put that down, and then I do my baking and then I put it down. So yeah, 4 to 5 days.
4 to 5 days.
before I
So
can,
you don't. You say if I want to order a cake for Valentine's, what's the process?
You contact me by Instagram or WhatsApp. You basically select for
What's
Valentine's.
that WhatsApp number? 916-4610. Okay.
Yeah.
916-4610.
Or you can email me at kstreets@gmail.com. So for Valentine's, I have options. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options. The local option is number 5, because last year when I did Valentine's, a lot of my customers requested some cassava cake. So this year, I've made sure I've included a local option where I do coconut tarts and cassava cakes, but in heart shape. So this year, I have my Valentine thing is all about love. Okay. So all of my cupcakes and all of my brownies are going to be in the shapes of hearts. So for Valentine's, you just select an option for either 12 people. There's an option for 9. There's an option for 36. There's an option. So as your group increases, the packages increase. I can also do an option for half of a dozen, which would be option 1. I can cut that in half. So you just order from the Instagram and you send your order to me. And then people can either pay online or they can pay on delivery. When it comes to ordering a cake now, that process is there's a few more steps in that. So on my Instagram, again, I haven't set up a website yet. I'm working on that. For ordering cakes, I have a menu. So you review, you make your selection, and then you complete your order form so you have to tell me your flavor, what size cake, is it a 2-tier cake or is it a single tier cake? All of my cakes are 2 layers. Okay. So I use, all of my cakes are 2 layers, 3 inches. And then you tell me what size cake you want, what flavor you want, how do you want your buttercream? Do you want a smooth buttercream or do you want a design buttercream? I have different style combs. Do you want sugar art on your cake? I do. I used to outsource the sugar art. Okay. This is a big up to Sugar Crumbs, Cayman. Okay. I outsource my sugar sheets to them. So my customers, I order from them and they deliver to me. So now, but I've invested in my own edible ink printer, so I don't have to do that anymore. So it all depends on what you want. So customers basically send me a design of their cake, and I price the cake according to design challenge, size of cake, and what other options you want on the cake.
Okay, Ms. Anola, we're going to take a break, but you want to have a question for our listeners this morning?
Yes. So for the first caller, who can answer the question, how did the name K's Treats came about?
Okay.
Where did the name come from?
Where did the name come from?
Simple question.
And you can call us on 949-6990. The other number is 949-8037. And call us with the correct answer. Silver Fox is waiting to take your call. In the meantime, we'll take that quick break. Thanks to our sponsor of the buzz this morning, Cayman Insurance Center.
The Cayman Islands boasts of a long, colorful, and rich history. In tribute to our roots, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Historical Vignette Series, brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects. The Cayman Islands, He hath founded it upon the seas.
In the 1770s, the British demand for cotton was in full swing, and as cotton prices rose, the British West Indies became key to the British prosperity, with the Cayman Islands seeing a short boom in the cotton industry. The peak of the cotton trade was between 1802 to 1804, with approximately 25 small ships transporting cotton between Grand Cayman and Jamaican ports. Vessels returning from Jamaica brought more slaves in return, which reflected the growing population and the growth in the plantation economics of Grand Cayman. At its peak, Cayman was producing between 40 to 60 tons of cotton per year, and in 1802 there were 545 slaves divided among 88 owner families. The cotton trade was a relatively short-lived economic boom, as the U.S., due to mass slave labor, proved to be able to produce cotton on mass scales, pushing the West Indies out of the cotton industry.
It's all about humanity.
It will be Saturday, March 4th, the 11th annual Rotary Central Health Check, the almost island-wide Rotary Health Screening. See us at Foster's Republic's West Bay, cost you less at Governor Square, West Bay Road, A.L. Thompson's Georgetown, Foster's at Countryside in Savannah, Bordentown, from 10 a.m. through 2 p.m. Take advantage of a free mini-medical, a physician's check on your blood pressure, your A1C, your cholesterol, your blood sugar, your healthy weight evaluation, and more. The 11th Annual Rotary Central Health Check in conjunction with the Health Services Authority. Saturday, March 4. Save this date that could save your life. Rotary, all the good you imagine.
Radio Cayman's Historical Vignettes was brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects.
I'm Michael Webster.
And I'm Denise Brown of Cayman Insurance Center.
Family is not the most important thing, it's everything.
And for 45 years, we have worked with the community and their families on protecting themselves for the future.
Whether it's providing top-rated life insurance
or protecting your family's household investment.
From our family to yours, we understand and we care.
I'm Denise Brown. Call me at 814-7229.
And I'm Michael Webster at 925-5433.
We are Cayman Insurance Center,
specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services at an affordable rate. We are Michael and
Denise at Cayman Insurance Center.
Call today.
Business Buzz. Business Buzz with your host, Anita Khan.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz. For a segment, we're speaking to Miss Anola K. Smith. She's the owner-director of K's Treats and Cakes. We have a call on the line, Paul? Oh, two callers. Well, the caller with the correct answer will win this little, not a little, it's a good package. It's an option 1 package on Kay's Treats and Cakes, her Valentine menu. So, Miss Anola, what's the
for option 1, you
hold
get...
on, let's get a quick caller. Caller, good morning.
Morning.
Okay, you have an answer for the question?
I think it's her middle name.
You're right. We made it so easy you couldn't get that wrong. Who am I speaking with?
Patricia.
Hi, Patricia. Good morning. Congratulations. You've won yourself. Miss Kay, you tell her what she's won.
Good morning, Miss Patricia. You've won 4 mini heart-shaped cupcakes, 2 flavors, 4 brownie hearts with chocolate ganache, and 4 heart-shaped sugar cookies covered with buttercream and sprinkles. So you can contact me on 916-4610, and your order will be ready on Valentine's Day, or it can be the night before. But thank you for answering the question.
Yeah, thanks for playing the game this morning, Patricia. And stay on the line. Paul will take your all your contact details, okay? But to get your prize, you contact Miss Kay directly.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And first caller on the line, 1. So everybody else, you'll have to just call Miss Nola at 916-4610 to place your order. All right, but you'll have to pay for that one. So Miss Nola, where are you located, and what are the hours for K Streets?
Okay, I'm located in Bordentown. I work out of my home, and my WhatsApp opens from 4:30.
Okay.
I am open from 4:30 to 9. I take in orders. I'm close on a Monday because you read emails. I respond to people.
Okay.
I update my sort of social media from all of the baking on the weekend. So it's closed on a Monday, but I also do 3 times a week. I deliver to a chill spot behind Rubis Savannah. So my cassava cakes, coconut tarts, and pineapple tarts can be collected, bought from Chill Spot.
No, it's always full up in there.
Yeah.
Must be a cassava cake. So you make you do Cayman traditional cakes like your yam and
I do
cassava.
yam at Christmas. I do a lot of
All the
yam
heavy
cakes.
cakes.
I do a lot of heavy cakes at Christmas. I do fruit cakes at Christmas. But all year round, I'm doing cassava cakes. So Chill Spot is the place, or you call me personally for larger orders. But at Chill Spot, they're the personalized small pans for about 4 people can eat out of one of the 1 pound pans.
Mm-hmm.
So that can be sourced at Chill Spot 3 days a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I know. I'm always passing Chill Spot.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me fat, Miss Kay. No. Do you do hot cross buns for Easter?
I've never tried that. I just do
It's a challenge for you. Just like that Nike cake.
Yes, that Nike cake took me out of my comfort zone.
It's a challenge for you this morning to have some hot cross buns.
I do the local cinnamon buns that I grew up on as a child for Easter.
For Easter.
Yeah, so I do those, and I also do the other than coconut tarts. I don't do the bottle of tarts, but I do coconut and pineapple.
Okay. Now, what sort of flavors, the different flavors and frostings that you have in each slice of cake that comes from from
for fillings, for my cake fillings, usually just buttercream, or I also do cheesecake. I do chocolate mousse. It could be chocolate.
Chocolate mousse?
Yes, ma'am, from scratch.
Nice.
I do the eggless version.
Okay.
I do chocolate. I can do strawberry. I can do white chocolate. I also do chocolate ganache in white or chocolate. I also do fruit filling, pineapple, strawberry, raspberry. It all depends on the customer, what the customer wants. But most often it's buttercream. Buttercream or cheese, cream cheese filling in most of my cakes.
So that means that if I'm gluten-free, you can do those gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free cakes, eggless cakes?
I've done sugarless cakes for a little boy, and I've done eggless cakes. Mm-hmm. But there's a challenge with those because the cost of ingredients for specialty cakes are astronomical. And you have to pass the cost on to the customers. And a lot of customers don't really want to pay for special orders, but it's, I mean, a case of eggs alone is, last week I paid $63 for a case of eggs.
Oh.
But I've learned to share the cost with a friend.
Okay.
You know,
When you say a case, how many eggs?
15 dozen is in a.
Because
in
I was
a-
thinking, I'm
in
thinking a
case.
cartoon.
No,
just
well,
kidding.
that.
The double cartoon, they're about 11 something now. I think 11.
No, they're $16.99
Oh, then I got lucky
for
then.
2.5 dozen
Okay.
at Price Right. It's $16.99, and I think cost you less. Got theirs at $14.99.
Okay.
Ingredients have increased. I remember when the 2 10-pound flours was $7.99. Now that's $12 for the 2 10-pound.
And then
Pops.
gluten free would pop that. The price
That-
for gluten free is
The price for gluten free, because you know some people like what is it, almond flour. So I have never tried to make gluten free stuff, because at first I started out with one set of equipment. So I've stayed away from nut free, gluten free, because I started out with one set of equipment in order to do specialized cakes, you know, for people who have nut allergies. I've now invested in several mixers. I've I've got new pans and different things, but I've tried not to. If you eat all fat, all sugar, all butter,
I mean, why eat a cake if it doesn't have sugar, right?
yes. So
I mean, that makes
if
sense.
so, I have one cousin that I do a vegan carrot cake for.
Oh, nice.
Al Ebanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So he loves my
Al is special.
yeah. So I
Good
I
morning,
do that
Al, if
for
you're
Al.
listening.
Yeah.
No, Mr. Nolan, let's talk about your Valentine's menu again, because it's important. Valentine's
Yes.
coming up, and I don't have a Valentine, but I wouldn't want to bake if I had a Valentine. So let's talk about that for a minute.
So for this year, what I did for Valentine's, I focused on love. So all of my treats are going to be in shapes of the heart.
Nice.
So I got all those little 3-inch pans. So everything is going to be in the shape of a heart. So all my cupcakes, all of my brownies, outside the Oreos, everything is going to be in shape of a heart. And I started out in my each option feeds a certain number of people. Option 1 is 12. Option 2 is 24, I believe. And then option 3 is like 18 people. And then option 4 is between 36 to 40. And then option 5 is the local option. That's a dozen as well, where I do cassava shaped heart cakes, and then some pineapple tart and coconut tart.
Nice. Mr. Nola, I want to wish you all the very best with Kay's treats and cakes. And we look forward to sampling that banana bread behind you there. Paul is licking his lips on the other side. Well, thank you so much for popping by.
But before I go, Miss Anita, I also want to mention that the day after Valentine's, I'll be participating in a wine tasting.
Okay.
Behind Starbucks with the Remax Real Estate.
All right.
So I will be the sweet tooth provider for it's wine and conversation with Remax, and it's behind Starbucks.
Okay. On the 15th.
On the 15th.
What time?
5 to 7.
Is it a free event or?
I believe it's a free event. Well, all of the treats are going to be free. Okay. So I would encourage
for samples.
Yeah. I would encourage listeners to come out and participate in that event.
Awesome.
So I'll be there. So I'm hoping people will come and taste some of my treats.
All right. We look forward to that. And they can reach you on 916-4610. That's WhatsApp, right?
Yes, and by email. kstreats@gmail.com.
And thanks for Patricia for winning this morning's option 1 Valentine's package from Miss Anola. Thank you so much. Thanks to our sponsor this morning, Cayman Insurance Center. And don't forget that right after the news, around 8:15, I think it's traffic report, right, Paul? Yeah, after the traffic report, when we come back on to the second segment of the buzz, we're giving away that gift certificate to Tucker Restaurant as they celebrate their Taco Tuesday special, 2-for-1 tacos and margaritas all day long today, both locations, East End and West Bay. Let me give you that trivia again so you can check it out. Which Middle Eastern country is said to have influenced the popular al pastor taco flavor? And the hint, this country's national dish is kibbeh. So call us on 1-800-534-8255, 949-8037, or 949-6990 if you know the correct answer.
At Priced Right, spending less on everyday products is easy.
Spend less on office supplies, tools, and automotive products.
Spend less on groceries, fresh produce, and meat.
Spend less on electronics, TVs, and speakers.
Spend less on home furnishings, beauty products, and apparel.
At Priced Right, we believe you can live better for less.
To start saving, visit us at the Airport Center in Georgetown or at Republix Plaza in West Bay.
For more info, visit pricedright.ky. Live better for less at Priced Right.
The voice of the Cayman Islands.
89.9 FM in Grand Cayman and 93.9 FM in Cayman Brac and Little Cayman.
Silver wings shining in the sunlight.
Radio Cayman.
The 8 a.m. news is brought to you by ValueMed Pharmacy. Save time and order your prescription refills online at value-medpharmacy.com. VALU-medpharmacy.com.
For today's biggest news.
Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
With your latest news, I'm Carsley Fuller. Tonight's public meeting at the Cradock Bank Civic Center in Northside isn't about whether the East-West Arterial should or shouldn't be built.
The public consultation is on the terms of reference for the environmental impact assessment so that people can look at it and look at the terms of reference and they satisfy themselves that the terms of reference will actually address the issues that they feel should be addressed by the environmental impact assessment.
On Radio Cayman's For the Record this week, Premier the Honorable Wayne Panton explained this process culminates in the environmental impact statement, so it's very important that people focus on ensuring that we get the terms of reference right. As for the project itself,
I'm certainly supportive of getting the road done properly, and that by properly I mean we do the proper environmental impact assessment so we know what the impacts are going to be and we know what the benefits are going to be. And we mitigate the impacts as much as possible through the design and construction of the road and whatever process is recommended in relation to that.
Tonight's meeting starts at 7 p.m. with the doors opening at 6 at the Cradock Bank Civic Center. It will be live streamed on the National Roads Authority's Facebook page. A second meeting is scheduled for Thursday at the Cayman Islands Baptist Church on Pedro Castle Road. A new documentary is making its world premiere at Camana Bay Cinema this Wednesday, telling the inspirational story behind a local farm that's changing lives through agriculture. Here's Radio Cayman Shanda Gallego.
Beacon Farms, the movie, tells the story behind a farm run by recovering addicts in Northside. It will have its world premiere at Camana Bay Cinema this Wednesday, February 8th. Local documentary maker Candy Wicker spent 3 years following the team at Beacon Farms to produce a film about this remarkable social enterprise changing lives through agriculture. Beacon Farms is breaking new grounds in agriculture, producing soil with a rock-crushing machine and compost, introducing mechanized farming, and trying out new crops that could help increase food security in the Cayman Islands. Beacon Farms currently employs 12 members of staff and has the potential to change the lives of many more. Set up by philanthropist Granger Howe and his son Scott, Beacon Farms has the potential to become financially self-sufficient in the next 3 years. The premiere for the Beacon Farms documentary on February 8th is an invitation-only event sponsored by DART. Public screenings will be held at Camana Bay Cinema from Wednesday, February 15th through Friday, February 17th, with tickets available to purchase at the cinema. For more information and to watch the trailer, head to beaconfarmsthemovie.ky. Shanda Kayeko, Radio Cayman News.
In regional news, 3 tourists from the U.S. mainland were stabbed in Puerto Rico early Monday after police said someone told them to stop filming in a renowned seaside community known as La Perla that is popular with visitors. Confrontation began when one of the tourists who lives in South Carolina began filming a mobile hamburger cart and was told to stop and leave the area. 2 of the tourists remain hospitalized, including one who was stabbed 6 times. No one has been arrested. The attack happened nearly 2 years after a tourist from Delaware was killed and set on fire after police said he was warned not to take pictures while buying drugs in La Perla. A friend of his was also beaten but survived. Now with a check of international news, here's the BBC, which will take us out of the newscast. I'm Karsley Fuller.
BBC News with Emily Thomas. The United Nations has said thousands of children may be among the dead following the earthquake and aftershocks that hit southern Turkey and northern Syria. More than 5,000 people are now known to have died. Rescue teams and local residents are continuing the search for survivors. The UN says the flow of aid into northwest Syria has been temporarily halted due to badly damaged roads. Aid has, however, arrived in government-controlled areas from Iran and Iraq. A United Nations report has suggested the most common factor driving people to join extremist groups in sub-Saharan Africa is not religion, but poverty. Over 1,000 former members of violent extremist groups were interviewed in 8 African countries. Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has arrived in Mali on a visit expected to focus on defence and security ties. Hundreds of Russian mercenaries are in Mali to support the military government against Islamist insurgents. A South Korean court has, for the first time, acknowledged atrocities carried out by the country's troops during the Vietnam War. A court in Seoul has ordered compensation for a Vietnamese woman who survived a massacre. BBC News.
The 8 a.m. news is brought to you by ValueMed Pharmacy. Save time and order your prescription refills online at value-medpharmacy.com. VALU-medpharmacy.com. When we can't find the words to express ourselves, the right greeting card does just that for us. This Valentine's Day, greet people with love through our wide selection of Hallmark cards and more at ValueMed Pharmacy. More than a pharmacy, ValueMed has thoughtful gift ideas to help celebrate the love you share with family, friends, and heartstrings. From designer perfumes and colognes, bath spa sets and grooming kits, to chocolates and specially curated Valentine's gift baskets. ValueMed Pharmacy has gift ideas and greeting cards to help connect and share with your loved ones, with free gift wrapping offered for any in-store purchases. Visit ValueMed Pharmacy on Walkers Road and Boddentown.
Stay in touch with Radio Cayman with the latest up-to-date, accurate news and information. For your convenience, the headline news will be repeated on our sister station, Breeze 105.3 FM, weekdays at 8:30 a.m. Follow Radio Cayman on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or download the Radio Cayman app in the App Store or log on to www.radiocayman.gov.ky and stay connected to what's happening in the community. Radio Cayman, your voice, your choice, your radio.
Whether it's routine care or highly complex surgery, when it comes to your health, you want the best. Health City has Cayman's most comprehensive range of in-house medical services. Recognized for quality and excellence, Health City brings together expert doctors, the best technology, and the latest techniques to understand your health and ensure you get the care you need. From Camana Bay to East End, you can trust the team at Health City. Health City, world-class healthcare within your reach.
We need to talk. Okay. We've noticed you've been going to KFC a lot more than usual lately. And
that's fine. We know you love it.
We just don't understand how you can afford it.
The KFC What a Deal menu starting at just $3.50 gives you lots of great choices and value. Available at KFC Baytown Plaza, Shudden Road, and in the Strand. The KFC What a Deal value menu. The deal everyone should know about. Come to KFC and enjoy a variety of tasty choices at surprising prices.
KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Join us Friday, February 10th at the Harquail Theater for the Valentine's edition of the Laughter Lounge Comedy Show, hosted by Corey Bell from Showtime's Monique and Friends, featuring comedians Mark Gregory and Mark Henderson. Come on down to the Harquail Theater this Friday, February 10th for a belly full of laughter. Happy hour is at 7 p.m. and the show starts at 8 p.m. sharp. For tickets or information, visit laughkman.com or call 326-4510. Sponsored by Heineken, Sky Vodka, and Executive Services.
The 8:12 a.m. weather report brought to you by CG Britcay, where people come first.
Mommy, why can't dogs talk? Why do I have to go to school and you don't? Why do you sing in the morning when you're bad at it? Why don't you brush your teeth when you take me to school? Why doesn't it ever snow here? Why does Daddy take the bus to work? Why are trees so tall? Why don't you tell me where babies come from? Mommy, Mommy, Mommy!
We're like a kid that doesn't ask a million questions before noon. CG Britcay. Good like that.
The 8:12 a.m. weather report brought to you by CG Britcay, where people come first.
During these unprecedented times, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Cayman Strong Series. The Cayman Strong Series is brought to you by Encourse Cayman. Visit encourse.ky to view a full list of wellness services and their qualified team. Encourse Cayman, health, wellness, and happiness.
Change your thinking, change your life. Developing your emotional awareness can have profound effects on your life.
As Daniel Goleman said in his book entitled Emotional Intelligence, people who cannot marshal some control over their emotional life fight inner battles that sabotage their ability for focused work and clear thought, whereas people with well-developed emotional skills are more likely to be content and effective in their lives, mastering the habits of mind that foster their own productivity.
Change your thinking, change your life.
During these unprecedented times, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Cayman Strong Series. The Cayman Strong Series is brought to you by Encourse Cayman. Visit encourse.ky to view a full list of wellness services and their qualified team. Encourse Cayman, health, wellness, and happiness.
These days, feelings of loneliness, anxiety, stress, and depression can be overwhelming. Just know you are not alone. Encourse Cayman offers private mental health services for children, teens, adults, and groups. Visit encourse.ky to view a full list of wellness services and their qualified team. Encourse Cayman, health, wellness, and happiness.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Planning a meeting, event, or office celebration? Visit subway.ky to place your catering order today.
When you're craving something big, something tasty that gives you that lip-smacking satisfaction, something that hits the spot, there is nothing better than a footlong from Subway.
It's pretty tasty.
Filling and full of flavor. Try our new sweet onion steak teriyaki with a twist. Or the classic chicken teriyaki. Top it with green pepper, onions, cheese, and that sweet onion teriyaki sauce, all piled on your favorite artisanal bread. Satisfy that craving with a footlong from Subway.
Fresh, delicious, tasty, meaty.
Let's make it a meal with a drink, chips, and cookies. There is nothing better than a footlong from Subway.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Planning a meeting, event, or office celebration? Visit subway.ky to place your catering order today.
Business Boss. Business Boss with your host, Anita Khan.
Good morning. Welcome back to the Business Buzz. This is our second segment. We want to thank Miss Anola Kay from Kay's Treats and Cakes for being with us in the first segment. And now we have on the second segment, we're happy to have in studio Mr. Nathan McLean. Nathan is the Chief Operating Officer of Iron Shore Group, and he's here to tell us. He's been here 6 months ago, right, Nathan?
A bit less. It was
less than
November.
that? November,
yes.
That was just November?
Yeah.
Oh. And now big things are going on, so things are moving, so he wants to let our listeners and our viewers know what's going on. Paul, we have a caller for that Tucker giveaway. Oh, we have a caller on the line. Caller, good morning. Hello.
Hi, the answer is Lebanon.
How? Yeah. Who am I speaking with?
Gina.
Hi, Gina. Good morning. The question we posed for our trivia for the Tucker Restaurant and Bar giveaway today, the question was, which Middle Eastern country is said to have influenced the popular taco flavor al pastor, and we gave a hint. And this country's national dish is kibbeh, and you say it's Lebanon.
Yes.
Lebanon. What's your name again? Sorry.
Gina.
Gina, congratulations. You've won that gift certificate for Tucker Restaurant and Bar. And thanks for playing our trivia today.
Yeah, it was fun.
And don't hang up. Paul's going to take all your contact details, okay? And you can pick up your gift certificate from Radio Cayman between 8 and 5, Monday to Friday.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Al Pastor. Which Middle Eastern country is said to have influenced the popular taco flavor al pastor? Do you like taco, Nathan?
I do. And I do like the al pastor, but that's some interesting trivia. I had no idea it was Lebanon. I would never have gotten that.
Well, I discovered that this morning when I looked at the script. I'm like, okay, but you know what? The national dish, Lebanon's national dish is kibbeh. You ever had kibbeh?
No, I haven't.
Neither have I.
I haven't.
But I have a cousin who lives in Lebanon, so next time he comes here, been here twice, I'm going to ask him to make kibbeh.
Yeah, nice. I'd like to get some, try some. I'm always down to try new food.
That's right. No, Nathan, like I said, it's good to have you in the studio. Now,
thank you.
Iron Shore Group. For those who missed you last year when you came into the studio, tell us more about Iron Shore Group.
Yes. Well, thank you first for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Very good morning. So Iron Shore Group is the parent company of Iron Shore Studios, Everheart Records, Cayman focused record label, and Iron Shore Records, which is a metal record label, but also has Cayman talent on it. And it was founded by myself and my lifelong friend Jacob Oldie, who unfortunately couldn't make it.
Is he listening this morning?
He should be.
If you're listening, good morning, Jake.
And, you know, it was created with the intention to provide a platform for local artists to kind of establish and get themselves out there on a global stage.
Going back to metal record, I mean, are you talking about the genre?
Genre, yes.
Ah, okay.
Yes, like
I'm thinking about
rock, metal rock
so
music,
there's plastic disc, you got metal. Okay, just want to make that clear.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that available here in Cayman, in a music store or anything like that? No.
No, not in the traditional sense. But you can,
okay.
Access the music all online and SBOM.
Okay, nice. Yeah. Now, Jake. So you said Jacob and yourself. You started this. How did this come about?
Well, the inspiration was Jake's. Being a musician, he started his band Oni back in 2014, and when he entered the industry, he kind of stumbled across a few challenges, as most new artists do. And from there, it inspired him to kind of want to provide an opportunity for other artists, one, to experience the highs that he experienced as an artist and help kind of protect them from the lows, if that makes sense. And that was something that when he came to me with the vision, I could definitely get behind in terms of being a positive kind of impact for local musicians and to help nurture the local music industry.
So you guys were friends from
a long
time ago.
From a long time. We were 6 and 7 when we initially met.
Is this in school?
Well, actually, we apparently met when we were younger than that, but neither of us quite remember. But 6 and 7 when we kind of first hit it off, and ever since then we've known each other. Went to university together. So yeah. Yeah.
So you play music as well?
I do not.
Okay.
I do not. I remember last time you.
Yes.
you
I'll see if there's any. If there've been any changes since then.
No. I'll work on it. I promise. But as of now, I do not. My expertise lies more in the numbers, and I studied fine arts in school, so it was kind of the marrying of those two worlds that made sense and made sense to us.
Nice.
Yeah, I live vicariously through Jake and all the other musicians that we work with.
So really, what inspired this was all the pitfalls that Jacob he encountered.
Yeah, and he learned to navigate, and being the kind of giving person and generous person that he is and caring person that he is, he was really inspired to help other musicians in the space, especially local musicians, to navigate all those pitfalls.
How is that working out?
I think it's working out pretty well, for sure. On on our record labels, we're working with a few artists, and we're pushing things along with them pretty well.
Okay. Now, tell us a little bit more about the two music labels and their artists.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
For me, too.
Yes, Mom. So firstly, we have Everheart Records, which is local based, Cayman based. We're working with Don Ebanks, formerly known as Donnie Loops. He does a lot.
I saw the name. He plays at Driftwood.
Yeah, he plays almost everywhere. He does a lot of venues locally. Amazing guy, super talented.
So that's the same as Donnie Loops.
Yes, Mom.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I know.
Yes, Mom. He did a little bit of a rebranding, so now he goes by Donnie Banks.
Okay.
Yes. And then also Oprihe, who's a local rapper as well. So we've helped them with releasing of some music. Oprihe released his album O'Neill back on the 27th of January, and Donnie Banks has a song called "Stay Gone," which has been streaming on radio stations locally for the last about 6 months now, and album is due in the next 6 months or so. So
nice.
Some exciting times.
Nice. How many songs on that album?
We're aiming for about 12. 10 to 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So who else you've got working? Josh Gilbert?
So that is one of the producers that we've worked with on some of our projects, specifically on the Iron Shore side, which is again the heavy metal music side. That Jake's band is space that they live in. Okay. So along with Jake's band Oni, we also have Alpha Mega, which is an LA-based band that Jake also helped to co-produce their project, their current project, along with Josh Gilbert and Joseph McQueen, who are from LA and are accredited in the space. And we've also worked with a few Grammy Award-winning song producers as well, and a few notable artists in different genres and songwriters in different genres, Grammy-nominated songwriters as well. So we're still working on establishing a strong network of people in the space that we can help introduce.
I like how you say
artists.
The space.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Grammys on Sunday night?
I missed it.
You missed it?
Yes.
I thought it was crazy.
Yeah, it
was great though.
It looked like it was kind of it was quite the event as usual, huh?
Yeah, but I have to admit I fell asleep.
Well, that's what happened to me. I passed out.
I fell asleep, and then when I woke up, it was the final award for the night, and I was like, album of the year. Was that Harry Styles, right? And I'm like, what happened to Queen Bee? She didn't get it. And I'm like, okay, I was so disappointed.
I did see that she broke the record for the single artist with the most Grammy
wins, but she didn't get the album of the year.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird. You would think that she would get an album.
Right, yeah.
I carry too.
I guess those things are so subjective.
Right? Paul says she just released the album, so I guess that's why. Paul, you've been following this thing, right?
Sounds like he's what do they call him? He's a part of the Beehive.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Harry's been doing his thing too. Yeah. So it's good to see. It's good to see the man, get their awards as well.
Yeah. Yes.
Women they've been dominating this music scene for a while.
I mean, really can't argue with that. The likes of Adele and Beyonce.
Yeah. Adele, she collected too, but I have to go back and watch that now, the whole thing. It kind of sucks, but you missed it too. But let's talk about the Oni. Is that correct?
Oni.
Oni experience and collaboration. How can we follow the band?
So we could follow Oni on social media, Instagram, at the Oni Band, and also the website theoniband.com. And that's where you can stay up to speed with all the latest happenings. The band Oni is actually preparing for a tour in March, so that's just some exciting news as well. Yeah.
So where is the tour gonna?
It's gonna be the west coast of the United States.
Well, are you gonna be there or?
I will join for the first 3 shows for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. If you're just joining us, we're speaking with Nathan McLean. Nathan grew up in East End. We were just arguing about which is a nicer district or more favorable. And he said he can't. He's East End.
Yes.
He's an East Ender, so I love East End too.
Thank you. Good.
But I love
I was
North
going to
Side.
say I like you, Anita, so I didn't want. I wanted to make sure.
I love North Side as well, but it's hard. It's hard to pick. Then I live in Newlands, so I would say Newlands is the best because I live there, right? But
like I said, we agree to disagree on that one.
The Cayman Islands, we're fortunate to have 3 beautiful islands, Nathan.
Yes, ma'am.
But you grew up in East End and you attended the University of Oxford Brookes, right?
Yes.
In the UK?
Yes, ma'am.
And you study economics and finance.
Yeah.
And you started your career in Cayman's financial sector.
Yeah.
And of course, now you're co-founder of Ironshore Group alongside Jacob Oldie.
Yeah. Correct.
And you've got your Ironshore Studios, Everhart Records, and we learn more about Ironshore Records. We want to invite our listeners and our viewers to stay tuned after the break. Nathan is going to walk us through, going to do a visual, verbalize tour of Ironshore Studios. Stay tuned. Thanks to our sponsor this morning, Cayman Insurance Center.
I'm Michael Webster.
And I'm Denise Brown of Cayman Insurance Center.
Family is not the most important thing, it's everything.
And for 45 years, we have worked with the community and their families on protecting themselves for the future.
Whether it's providing top-rated life insurance
or protecting your family's household investment.
From our family to yours, we understand and we care.
I'm Denise Brown. Call me at 814-7229.
And I'm Michael Webster at 925-5433.
We are Cayman Insurance Center,
specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services at an affordable rate. We are Michael and
Denise at Cayman Insurance Center.
Call today.
Coming in hot. Coming in hot for the Red Dot Sale, only at Reflections. Red Friday is one day only. This Friday, February 10th, nearly everything must go. Clearance sale on men's and women's shoes. Nike, Reebok, Adidas, Puma, Dockers, and more. Limited styles available. Get yours before they're gone. Spot the Red Dot on any tagged item and receive up to 50% off. Ladies, save up to 50% off on clothing. Just in time to find your perfect Valentine's outfit or Valentine's gift with lingerie and personal massages at 10% off. Save on dresses, blouses, pants, and find even greater savings in our clearance baskets. Men, spot the Red Dot on any tagged item and receive up to 50% off on brands like US Polo, Dockers, and 20% off on all gym apparel. Levi jeans starting at $34. There is something for everyone at Red Friday at Reflections, one day only. This Friday, February 10th, Reflections Clothing Store located on Cheddar Road beside the mango tree across from Kirk Napa. Open Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 9 to 9 p.m.
Tune in every Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. for Radio Cayman's Midday Newscast. Radio Cayman, the people's station, your trusted official source for the latest news. The 12 p.m. news is proudly brought to you by Health City Cayman Islands. World-class healthcare within your reach.
Business Buzz. Business Buzz with your host, Anita Khan.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz. In the studio, we're speaking with Mr. Nathan McLean. Nathan and his buddy, I can call him your buddy?
Yes.
Jacob Oldie. They are the owners of Ironshore Group. Now, Nathan, before the break, we said we're going to give us a tour of Ironshore Studios. Walk me through Ironshore.
Visual to help.
Yes, please. It's radio.
Yes.
Oh, we want. I keep forgetting we're on camera as well. We're on YouTube. But just walk us through.
Yeah. So Ironshore Studios is, a world-class facility, for about 4,600 square foot in total, and over 2,000 square foot of that is studio recording space. Which includes 2 live rooms, which are spaces where you can kind of set up mics and, have like a full lineup of people on drums, guitars, XYZ, and record.
You can do like a live band?
Exactly. And record that live sound and get that kind of, that authentic grittiness from that.
Nice.
And then we also have a isolated vocal booth for your standard vocal recording, a control room which houses our, it's kind of like the if you think like almost like Star Trek, it looks kind of like one of those spaces with a big
I need a
control
tour.
board for sure.
Okay.
With a big control board in there, and we also have balconies that overlook the the water, the ocean view in Georgetown.
Where are you located?
We're located across from the Lobster Pot in Whitehall House.
Oh, you're on the fourth floor.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
My
ma'am.
sister worked there on the middle floor.
Second
Sterling Trust. Well, it was,
okay.
It used to be Sterling Trust.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So we're on the fourth floor.
You have an awesome view from up there, I'm sure.
It's not too bad.
Not too
bad.
Come on.
Yeah, it's not too bad, and the space also has like a lounge area in there, or lounge areas where like artists and producers or whoever can go and relax, take a break from their recording and working, and unwind a little bit. So yeah, we built it custom built it to kind of be all that someone who's looking to kind of get away and hone in their craft would need.
So you have like a bar area, a little cafeteria area?
We do.
Kitchen?
We have and we have even a little meeting room area. So if you needed to kind of get away and do something have a bit more of a private conversation, or get a kind of like that round table like effect for some serious discussions around a project, it's all there.
So I'm not going to ask you about rental, how this works, but if you want to let me know.
Oh yeah, I mean it would just be, the steps would be, if anyone who's interested to reach out to us. You could go on our website, ironshorestudios.com, or you can where you'll find our contact information, cell phone number, and contact email, where you can then reach out about and inquire about booking times and prices. Yeah.
So you do also like mixing and voiceover and
exactly.
Stuff like that? Okay.
So mixing, voiceovers, and even ADR, which is automated dialogue replacement, and it's an intricate part of like the film industry and filming process when you're filming like any type of movies, commercials. Essentially, I don't know if you've had this experience before where like you're recording a video and maybe a gust of wind goes by and then it gets all muffled and you can't really hear the audio too well.
Right.
And that happens more times than not whenever there's filming going on, especially outside. So then on the back end, they'll go into a studio space like Iron Shore Studios to help and muffle that out, or re-record the sound bite or the voice, and then layer it back into the film. It's a pretty cool process.
So you don't need the wind.
Essentially, no.
Oh my goodness! Now, how will the studio benefit local artists and musicians? I mean, we see Danny Loop, or Danny
Banks.
Danny Banks. Sorry about that, Danny. Rebanding himself and all that. But how will the studio benefit local artists and musicians?
Well, specifically for artists and musicians, it's going to be a great opportunity for them to experience a world-class facility and get access to the best of the best technology and equipment, and in doing that they'll be able to create music on par with anyone else around the world, right? And even have the confidence when they go overseas to other spaces to feel comfortable. So yeah, the hope is that it will help definitely elevate the level of sound that Cayman has.
So I'm thinking now, so our musicians here and producers, they come into your studio, they get that experience. They go to LA. LA is like nothing. The people in LA need to come to Cayman.
I mean,
and experience.
Yes,
Iron Shore Studios.
Exactly. That is exactly what we aim for. This was created to honestly blow every other studio space out of the water, and I think we've hit the mark on it, to be honest, from a capability standpoint, and even from a general just vibe standpoint. When you get into the space, I definitely want you to I want to host you. We're gonna for sure.
Paul and I are gonna come over because
man,
he's our production guy here, right?
Yeah,
One of our production guys here at Radio Cayman.
Yeah, I was talking with him for a few minutes before the show, and he definitely sounds like he knows his stuff. So I'll be
He can produce a commercial in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, under 5 minutes. I time him all the time, and quality production too.
Yeah, awesome.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I think we hit the mark on capabilities on vibe, so that it'll be a unique experience for any artist, whether they're up and coming or established A-list artists, we feel like we can definitely cater to everyone.
An A-list artist. Okay, learning more on this program every day, every Tuesday and Thursday. Now, iSure is giving back to the Cayman community as part of its mission to preserve and promote local culture and, of course, support youth development in the arts in collaboration with, let's say, CNCF, Cayman Arts Festival now on, and, of course, the local schools.
Correct.
How is this working out, Nathan?
Okay, yeah, no, this has been going really well. Back in November, when I was last on the show, I came in with...
The first time?
Yes, ma'am.
Remember you said you were nervous?
It was my first time. Yes, ma'am.
Certainly not nervous today. Well, you weren't nervous then either.
No, I was. But, yeah, so I came in with the CNCF, Cayman National Cultural Foundation, and we collaborated with them to record the Gimme Story sessions.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
That's right.
And, we thought that was a real important thing for us to get behind and to help them do, because it's a way to preserve the culture. Those stories will be now preserved online or wherever the case, where they end up, for future generations to listen to. And that was very important for us. Cayman Arts Festival, they do a lot of amazing things with the youth in Cayman in terms of in the classical jazz space and just generally in the music space. So we have a few advanced talks with them in terms of collaborating with those students that are part of their programs, and we've reached out directly to schools locally, specifically John Gray High School, which was exciting because that was the high school I went to. So it was
right.
Well, exciting and a little bit terrifying just to realize that I'm actually getting too old, because I felt like it wasn't too long that I was in those kids' positions. But yeah, it was really cool to see the enthusiasm and the excitement on their face when they walked through the space. And
nice.
And we've been working to establish a real relationship with them and help make working at the studio a part of their curriculum in the long run. That's the end goal.
A part of the curriculum. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be some kick stuff.
Yeah, man, and help inspire them to pursue music and in different ways and create another option in Cayman. Whereas for a long time, the main options have been finance or accounting or something that is affecting our tourism industry, right? So.
Now, going back to Cayman Arts Festival, so are you actually filming for the festival right now?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No.
Because I went to the one at the Harquail, the first one.
Yes, ma'am.
And not Swanky, but Mr. Rose was there, and it was a collaboration with Benil and I can't remember the name of the other folks, but I recorded it on my phone, and it sounded terrible because they played Munsey's Boat.
Yeah.
And those
are talented guys too, by the way, that you mentioned, man.
Yeah, Pat Valeri, right? John Weber, I think it was, and but anyway, I recorded on my phone because I wanted to replay it on the air. It sounds terrible. I guess I have to get another phone, but I wish you had recorded that. So that would have been great.
No. The hope is that we can create those inroads to kind of help those artists in those situations where they need some quality sound to just come in and use.
Because you don't hear that a second time. You don't get that kind of live a second time.
I've been
opportunity.
Exactly, and I've been to a few of those Cayman Arts Festival events, and the level of sound, man, and music that they have there, especially from the young kids, is so impressive.
Very impressive. Now, through partnership with local organizations and entities, you're helping iShow Studios is helping to make a career in music a viable option for the next generation, and you're helping Cayman talent to reach their full potential through internship and professional development opportunities. Let's talk about that internship.
Yeah. So again, a part of specifically our collaborations with the schools and Cayman Arts Festival, and also CNCF is to provide opportunities for younger individuals or people who are just in this space. Doesn't have to be a child or a kid really, to get more experience with hands-on experience with high-end technology and kind of high-end equipment as well. it's very important for us to utilize our platform for that purpose. So in the future, we're going to definitely be enrolling a few individuals into internship positions.
That is amazing, because we do get interns coming from sometimes Sci-Fix and John Gray, and they're into production.
Exactly.
So the closest thing to production would be Radio Cayman.
Yes,
and they come in and they enjoy the experience.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, and we love having them up here, of course. Nathan, we've got to take a break. Thanks to our sponsor this morning, Cayman Insurance Center. We're speaking to Mr. Nathan McLean of Insure Group. Nathan, when we come back, we'll talk about I'll ask you about what a new studio means for Cayman as a music destination.
Cayman Arts Festival 2023. From New York to London, landing in Cayman. 8 landmark events. Global music on the island's stage. On Tuesday, February 7th, 7 p.m. at the National Gallery. World-renowned cabaret vocalist Natalie Douglas.
My baby don't care for clothes. My baby don't care for shows.
Tickets are available at www.caymanartsfestival.com. For more information, call 922-5550 or email inquiries@caymanartsfestival.com. Natalie Douglas, live from the National Gallery, Tuesday, February 7th.
Tune in every Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. for Radio Cayman's Midday Newscast. Radio Cayman, the people's station. Your trusted official source for the latest news. The 12 p.m. news is proudly brought to you by Health City Cayman Islands. World-class healthcare within your reach.
Business Buzz. Business Buzz with your host, Anita Khan.
We're heading up to 9 o'clock. This is the final part of segment 2 of the Business Buzz on this Tuesday, February 7th. In the studio, Mr. Nathan McLean from East Ender in the room this morning.
Hello.
And he's from Insure Group. He is one of the founders, co-founder of Insure Group, alongside his friend Jacob Oldie. Now, what does the new studio mean for Cayman, Nathan, as a music destination? I'm loving this, because we're already seeing where the film industry is coming to play in the Cayman Islands.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, the music industry, the studio meaning as a music destination for Cayman. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so specifically with Iron Shore Studios now, we have something that is an attractive, something that's very attractive to any artist and exciting to any artist around the world. Like I mentioned earlier, we've tailored it to be able to cater to beginning artists or someone even as an A-lister. So couple that with, the beauty of Cayman, like Cayman kind, our food.
Some cassava cake in there.
Right.
Come on.
That's why I gotta go to East End.
No. Oh boy.
And also with the fact that we have all these direct flights now to like kind of key areas like LA,
that's right.
New York, even Atlanta,
Miami, even.
Exactly.
Forget all Miami.
Exactly. And Jamaica.
Jamaica, that's right.
That we really think that we can create an attractive proposition to bring a new form of tourism to Cayman, which would be a music tourism, where people specifically come to record in Iron Shore Studio and rub shoulders with local musicians in the process.
Rub shoulders with local. I just love that. I can just picture that. Now, this is exciting. So, are you marketing Iron Shore Group as leading towards a music destination?
Yes.
Are you guys working on this?
Yeah, we're working on that now. Okay. We will be collaborating with the DOT and trying to get a package together that can hopefully be very attractive and promote.
I know I can't see why they'll say no.
Exactly.
I'll be the first one to jump
on
this.
They've been very supportive so far.
I'll be the first one to jump on this, right? Now, where did the name Iron Shore come from? I can give a good guess, but you tell us, Nathan. Where did the name Iron Shore come from?
Well, it's definitely an homage to Cayman because of the fact that it's, we grew up and you see it everywhere, especially in East End.
Oh boy.
And North Side. So there's, it was really that homage to Cayman, and it also has a dual kind of purpose of being the name of Jake's first album, of his band's first album, Oni, which played a real integral part to the formation of Iron Shore Group in its current form, because kind of without that initial kind of foray that he did into music, we probably wouldn't necessarily be where we are today. So we thought it was definitely appropriate.
So on Jacob's first album, the Oni album, how many songs you say we're gonna have on that?
Oh no, that was released back.
That was released.
Yes,
okay.
ma'am. That was released back in 2014 or 2015. Yeah.
How many songs on that album?
I believe it was 12, if I recall correctly.
12. And you don't call it heavy metal, right?
Oh no, it is. It's definitely metal. It's metal rock music.
So you had collaboration? Any collaborations on this album?
On that project, no, but it was still a very exciting project, and it was it had a bit of everything. It had different flares of different types of rock music. It's specifically what they call prog, prog rock. So it was very artsy. If you listen to it, it would definitely it would make your ears perk up. Yeah. So
you call it artsy.
Yes.
No, I've never heard the word artsy used together with metal or heavy metal.
Oh.
So that's interesting.
No,
that's an interesting spin
I think that genre gets a hard knock because it oftentimes people, I guess, see it as abrasive to listen to, but realistically it's very talent driven and very intricate, and yeah, there's a lot to be appreciated.
I've got to listen to this album. I have to listen to this.
Sure.
No, where can we find out more about Iron Shore Group?
So you could find out more about us on our socials, on Instagram specifically, especially Iron Shore KY, for Iron Shore Records, Everheart Records KY, and Iron Shore Studios KY. Okay. And in terms of the studio, you can get more information about the space at ironshore-studios.com.
ironshore-studios.com. Okay. Now, before I let you go, Nathan, what else can you tell us about Iron Shore Group that we might have missed this morning?
I think we've covered a lot, but the main thing is that our goal is to really make a positive change in Cayman and help push the music industry along in all the most positive ways. So, like in the next 5 to 10 years, we can look back at the music industry in a similar light, like you mentioned, the film industry, how it's moving along, and it's such an exciting
the late
space.
Bob Saget was here, Perlman.
Exactly.
I can't remember all these names, but
yeah,
when I see the names, I get excited. I'm like, oh, look who's here!
Right. So I think we're gonna be in a similar space for music in Cayman in the next coming years, and that's what that's what Iron Shore Group is excited to be a part of.
I know what would be exciting. Well, I mean, you don't have album. Do people still print albums? With a jacket and all that stuff.
Sometimes. There is still people who like that.
I love that. I'm old school.
Yes, ma'am. So there's definitely still some artists who do, but obviously now mainly everything is digitized and on Spotify.
Oh, you'll still see produced in the Cayman Islands.
Exactly.
Iron Shore Group, Cayman Islands. So, folks, watch out for that. It soon come. And when you see it, you know that you heard it right here on Radio Cayman. Nathan told you about it. He warned you about this. Now, moving forward, you open your doors officially when?
January 31st was when we...
that was last month?
Yes, ma'am.
That was a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so officially open now. Like I said, you can reach out via the website to get all of our contact information and inquire regarding bookings for the studio space. And we
do you have people just walk into the building? Come up to the fourth floor?
Occasionally, yeah. Occasionally.
So you have like a reception area, somebody to
yes, ma'am.
To talk to them and stuff like that.
Yeah, and if they give us a buzz, a general notice, then we can even meet them downstairs and welcome them in that way. So
okay. All right, Nathan, I want to say congratulations to you and Jacob.
Thank you so much.
You call him Jake, right?
Yes.
And Jake for this awesome venture.
Oh, thank you.
And I look forward to hearing about the new studio setting up, paving the way for Cayman as a music destination.
Yes,
that
ma'am.
would be tremendous.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
I will look forward to all those big time artists coming in here.
Hey.
I love my music.
Awesome.
Like you know, we love music. And I look forward to that. Thank you so much. Congrats again. And we'll see you back in the studio sometime to get an update.
For sure. And I want to invite you to come by and check out our studio.
I'm going to take you up on
sure.
that.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple of us here from Radio Cayman will take a look at
Yes, I was speaking to some of the guys, and I know everyone's pretty keen. So
yeah.
Whenever you guys are ready, let me know.
All right. And then you'll treat us across the street to Lobster Pot. Just kidding. Nathan, thank you so much.
Yes, no, thank you, Anita.
I want to say thanks to our sponsors this morning of the Buzz, Cayman Insurance Center. Thank you for coming on board the Buzz. And also thanks to Chef Ron and the folks over at Tucker Restaurant for playing the trivia this morning for the gift certificate for Tucker Restaurant, both locations. You can use it either in in West Bay at Morgan's Harbor or in East End, Nathan's favorite destination, the second location. So don't forget, thanks to Gina for playing this morning. Congratulations, Gina. Thank you so much. And until, of course, I got to say thank you to our listeners and our viewers on YouTube. And, of course, our producer, Susan Watson, and Silver Fox for holding it down this morning on The Buzz. Until Thursday, February, what date would that be? 9th, I think it is, when we bring you another Business Buzz. In the meantime, please stay safe. Have a wonderful day. From me, your host, Anita Khan. Goodbye.
The Business Buzz is proudly sponsored by Cayman Medical Supplies. Call them at 949-6211. And Cayman Insurance Center, celebrating 45 years in the Cayman Islands, specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services. And 345 Equipment, quality machinery, parts, and repair services for all of your construction equipment needs. Call 525-0021 or email info@345equipment.ky.